You ever just want to like turn yourself into a USB-C port?
What? What does that even
Like,
mean?
like you ever just do like week 3 of Genius Bar and like your life is clearly falling apart. Like my YouTube career is just, it's over. We're dead in the water. Out here at iUpdate. And I just look at the USB-C and I'm like, that could be me, but you playing.
I mean, it feels like, it feels rough. Like I can't, we were just talking about before the show and this time last year, I was like, okay, this probably happens every year because every year I'm like, wow, YouTube is really slow right now. But then I think, and it was slow this time last year and it gets better. So I was like, okay, let me check what was going on this time last year. Front Page Tech was getting like 400,000, 500,000 views a video. This time last year, what happened? Do people care way more about the iPhone 12 than the 13 or 12S?
Well, definitely. Because it was the big form factor. I think what we're also
But this
seeing,
is the one with the smaller notch and 120 hertz, the thing everyone wanted.
Yes, but those are like small. It doesn't look that different, right? And that's what, as apes, we like put our minds to at the end of the day because we're just like, ooh, look different, not look different.
Would you say that it's like kind of the same amount of change though? Like, so last year from the 11 to the 12, we got just the flat sides. The notch and everything else stayed the same. Camera layout. This year, we're getting a new camera layout, smaller notch, 120 hertz. I almost feel like that's a bigger change than this.
I mean, it's more minor revisions, but like the phone went from rounded to squared, which alone was like huge. Like it felt super different. It looked super different. Like, I don't know if I told you this, but there was a period of 2 to 3 months after I got my phone where I would unironically just like multiple times throughout the day, just like hold it in my hand and like look at it. And I was like, whoa,
dude,
this
same.
is it.
I remember I was
like,
pooping
this
one
is
time.
it.
I was pooping one time holding my phone and I went, wow, like this, feeling this phone, maybe it took me all the way back to like iPhone 4, iPhone 5.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like they figured it out again.
And we've seen those sales be insane for the 12 this year, right? It's been a super cycle. I think they said it was the biggest since the iPhone 6. And if you realize something, John, the last time iPhone, like YouTube was like popping, it was with the iPhone 6. I remember that being the heyday.
Dude, is that where we messed up? We've been making videos about the 13 and stuff. In reality, we should have been still making videos about the 12.
Yeah.
And hopefully everyone will still care. It's so bad. Dude. So last week, people liked the show last week. I mean, to be fair,
I don't know how. I didn't like it.
It was absolute insanity on this show last week.
Yeah.
We don't have, okay. We have a couple news stories, I guess. We have the Economic Daily News. Let's just get it out of the way and the show will be 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
We've been recording for 3 minutes, so we're good. Economic Daily News said the iPhone is called the iPhone 13 for 2021. So there we go, right? Nope, that's it, right, Sam?
Nope. I'm angry. John, I feel like you. I feel misrepresented in the media, but I feel misrepresented by the iPhone itself being called the iPhone 13.
Okay, tell us why. What is the problem?
Dude, I even did this in my video. I was just like mad recording last night because every website, like the 2 biggest Apple blogs, were like, oh yeah, iPhone 13, that's the name. See, we've been saying that it was like a defensible thing. It was like, oh, see, we've been calling it the 13 and see for good reason.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, listen, like everybody else has also been calling it the 13 broadly, but like we've just kind of been guessing. And it was a story from a source that was 38% accurate. And it's
but
like,
that's not mentioned anywhere in the articles, is it?
It's like, this is the reason. This is literally the reason that I made the website.
For this reason.
For this reason. So that when we get a report from a source that's either really good or really bad, like if Mark Gurman had said, hey, it's going to be iPhone 13, I'd be like, all right, guess it is going to be iPhone 13. But then you got Economic Daily News.
They're the worst rated on Apple Track, right?
More like Economic Daily Snooze.
Wow. Wow, that hurt.
Oh, we're getting off the rails already. We're getting off the rails already.
It's already going to shit.
Oh, because this is like what we have to argue about this name for the 3rd week in a row, and it's going to be 12S or something else. It is going to be 12S
it's made it worse.
Or something else.
Now it's made it way more confusing because now we're going to be arguing for the next 2 months until it's out.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait until CoinX makes his return tweet. I do have an update. We had some fans start tweeting at Love to Dream after the show last week.
Oh no.
It is not okay. I would like to make a statement on behalf of myself and Love to Dream.
Okay, go ahead.
This is an official statement from myself and Love to Dream, and Love to Dream is not CoinX, and he would like to clear up any confusion in which people think that was him.
So you started this rumor. It wasn't
No,
like
it's
it
all
just
my
happened.
fault.
You did this.
I felt bad. He's like, dude, could you just like not like this? I didn't want this attention. I was like, oh, that's my bad. Like,
This is like
I
when
genuinely did think that,
you have forced a statement from him in the same way when I said that the Pixel 5a was canceled, Google had to like come out and clarify. That's what happened.
Yeah.
You made a statement that was wrong, and now the person himself had to be like, no, I'm not Coin X.
Yeah.
But
so
wouldn't he say that if he was
leaker.
Coin X?
That's what I'm saying, but I can't say
I'm
that
just saying.
legally.
We're just saying, but we're not saying.
I could have a lawsuit like all the other Apple leakers, which is my theory as to why it's been so slow news-wise. I think everybody saw those letters. Did you see what Kang posted on Weibo?
He's directing stuff to Tim Cook now? That's funny. That's funny as fuck.
Okay, but did you see what was also in that same post? He was like, he said some like rumor in it, and I was like, is this his way of confirming something? It was something weird. Now I need to go like find out what he said.
Yeah, I vaguely saw it when I woke up today.
I don't know where I saw it though. I think somebody may have tweeted it out.
Sammy Faithy.
Oh yeah. Sammy did that. So
Twas him.
Weibo doesn't work. Twitter.com/ is it Sammy Fathy?
Sammy Faithy. Fathy. Something like that. Yeah, I saw that like when I first woke up, and it was like a paragraph response.
Yeah.
Kang.
He tweeted. Okay, he said, "Sorry, I can only reply to you for all questions related to Apple products. Please call 400-666-8800 for Apple's future product direction. Please email tcook@apple.com." Because somebody said, "Mr. Kang, I heard that the Mac released in October will have an M2 chip." And then he was like, "Sorry, I can only reply to you and not comment on this," basically.
Huh.
So
they got Kang really good.
They didn't even do anything. Like he wasn't even doing anything. Well, maybe Kang was obtaining stuff illegally. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember? I don't think we ever said it publicly, so maybe we don't say it publicly. But remember our theory about Kang, what was happening, like how he was getting certain information?
Yeah.
Maybe he was getting it illegally. Because maybe for the information he had, he would be in possession of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it could have potentially been illegal.
So they could have scared him with that.
That's
like
true.
The one or two, maybe possibly alleged illegal things that he did. They were like, if you don't stop all of it, even the sort of like innocent stuff that we don't have any legal stance over, we'll come after you for the thing that we do have a legal stance over.
It's a good point. These leakers that are, our livelihood, I think they're being silenced by Daddy Apple.
They're being silenced. I mean,
okay.
So, I mean, we put out that story on frontpagetech.com about body cams. And Mark Gurman said that's obviously not true. I love Mark Gurman's responses. Like, and everyone's like, "What do you have to say about this, John?" Nothing, because Mark is free to say whatever he wants, and you're free to believe whatever you want. That's fine. I'm not gonna I think I sent you pictures, Sam. I'm not gonna publish pictures of this stuff and compromise, a few sources just to prove Mark Gurman wrong or anybody wrong. Like, you're free to believe whatever you want. That's fine. I like that he was like, how would you work for a company that makes you wear body cams? Keep in mind, he's talking about Apple. Apple, the same company where at Foxconn, there's suicide nets, like all outside. Yeah, but and the same company that had to come out and clarify this year, no, there was no child labor last year, we promise. Same company, by the way, but body cams, that would be a step too far. Child labor, fine. Suicide nets, fine. Body cams, hell no. Absolutely not. That would be crossing the line.
I agree. I thought that was, I love the take. We have like our weekly JP hate corner.
Oh yeah, and this was part of it.
I did used to have fun. I used to be in the JP hate corner, and it was, I will say, probably the best time of my life. But in recent history, I've seen a different side of this person, and I'm just like, what?
I mean, didn't I send you pictures like months ago?
Yeah, no, you literally. I have the photos.
Yeah,
like, of
I wouldn't. I wish I those.
I have
were
the
like,
alleged photos.
Yeah, the alleged photos. Not saying that I have any photos, Apple. If you're listening.
Yeah, we don't have.
Not saying that I have any. Yeah, from what I know, they're like. I mean, it's pretty sophisticated. Like, it's only in certain rooms with complete products, which makes sense. It's not like parts of products. It's if there's a complete product in the room and you are on a certain team. It's very limited.
That's crazy.
then the cameras are on until you leave the room. Obviously, when you leave the room, like if you want to use the bathroom or whatever, the bathroom's not in the same room as the fucking products. Like you take it off and you dock it before you go to the bathroom. People are like,
that's crazy.
People are like, they can't make more body cams in the bathroom. Or like, what happens if you got to go to the bathroom? These are specialized rooms with complete prototypes. Those are the only rooms that you're required to wear a body cam. It's not like you go to work and you show up with a body cam and you walk. On. Yeah, you just walk through the whole place and you go to the bathroom with the body cam and Anyway, it seems like it's working. It seems like their crackdown on leaks is working, and those that body cam thing is like obviously a direct response to people like me getting images.
Yes,
that I turn around and send Sam.
I don't have any images,
and then have renders made.
I only have renders of things that people have seen as journalists protected by the press thing in America.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
are you gonna? Okay, you've done a couple leaks with AppleTrack.com.
Yeah.
With the crackdown, are you still interested in doing them? Like, if you had some, would you post them?
Yeah, I would post them if it was obtained like cleanly and everything. Yeah. But I'm not going to do anything illegal.
If you stop paying for them, you mean?
Yeah. If you stop paying me for your Apple Tracks.
Yeah.
No, I was watching this video. I actually saw it many, many weeks ago, and ironically, I think Sammy had tweeted out today again. Okay. Of Steve Jobs doing like his mock Apple leak podcast at an event. Did you see that ever?
Oh yeah. I didn't see the video, but I remember what that's from.
It's really funny. He's like, welcome back to my top secret Apple podcast. And today we're going to be talking about the iPod. It's got a 7-inch screen and it's 8 inches thick. Like it was funny. It was a good bit. Everybody laughed. And
they would never reference stuff like that now.
That's what I'm saying. Even though Steve was notoriously like despising and hated leaks, I just wish Apple would have more fun with it. Now, I'm not telling them to do what Google does, which is just reveal the phone 7 months early. I don't actually think, I think that backfires because they get a bunch of buzz today.
I'm surprised they didn't do that with the Pixel 6 after those renders came out.
No, it doesn't work because then all the hype is gone. There's nothing to announce. Right. Yeah. I mean, there is something about seeing a product up on stage and being the first to like really do it. I guess that's why Apple cares about leaks, but there is a very big difference between confirming it from the company and a render. Like I think a render, because it's not 100%, is the perfect balance between getting people excited and also generating hype for the company while Apple's still getting to do the reveal. Like as much as we loved the design of the iPhone 12 and we knew it was going to be boxy, there's something about the glimmer and like glisten of it when Apple puts the 12 Pro up on stage and it's got the lights in the background and it's, this big on screen. Like that's special and that gets people excited. So that's why I think renders are still good because just imagine if like we didn't know anything about the iPhone 12s right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about Apple.
Can you remember the last iPhone that you were surprised by? Like you didn't see leaked completely. And like, okay, I'm not talking about features. I'm talking about like you were actually surprised by the way it looked. Like you didn't know how it was going to look and it was unveiled. Have you ever been surprised? Did you remember the last time?
The iPhone 6, yeah. Because remember we thought it was going to be like a fatter iPhone 5 for a while.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that was probably the last one.
I think I was surprised by the iPhone 7. And by surprised, I mean, it looked the same as all the other phones. But I mean, I don't think I knew what it looked like. I feel like...
Do you remember what the feature was for the iPhone 7? Because to this day, I can't remember what the iPhone 7 did. Okay, I guess there was water resistance for the first time.
It had jet black. The headphone jack was gone. The feature for the iPhone 7 was AirPods. Yeah, was
the removal. Yeah, no, it really was. And I mean, to this day, I love my little potties.
Oh, and that's when they introduced the dual camera on the back?
Oh, that's a good point. That was the 7 Plus,
for the Plus, yeah.
Fair point, yeah.
We just wrote about this. We both wrote about it on our respective websites. The iPhone 14, according to who the fuck said it? The Elec, which has a pretty good track record.
Yeah, they're really good with this kind of thing.
By the way, thank you for doing all the work because I'm able to like reference people's track record on frontpagetech.com and just link it over to you.
Oh no, thank you for linking. I noticed that in both the articles. I was like, oh, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, the Elec said that next year the iPhone 14 is coming with 120 hertz on all of them, not just exclusive to Pro models, all of them.
Well, here's the thing. if you notice who posted about this first, it was Mac Rumors. And I looked into it a bit closer, and the original report doesn't say a single damn thing about the refresh rate. It just says that the supplier that generally does the low-end iPhones is going to maybe switch to LTPO, which is going to be on the phones this year and will have the capability to do multiple refresh rates.
But that doesn't mean...
No.
God damn it. Dude,
and like,
now that I'm writing for my own website, I really pay... Well, obviously, I'm not paying that close of attention, but you really start to see like what other publications leave out conveniently, or...
Yeah, it's a weird way to report, and I'm just like, I'm kind of the best. We're the best, John.
Kind of the best.
No, that's not my takeaway. My takeaway is that there was a lot extrapolated from that report. And they
what if
didn't
I just
even really
talk
say...
with the mic up here like this?
Oh, it sounds so bad.
Sound good?
Yeah, it looks like you got a huge dick in your face.
Okay, I'll bring it back down. Now there's a dick in my mouth, so what's the difference?
Onlyfans.com/John Prosser.
Or youtube.com/ do we have a URL for Genius Bar?
No, we don't think we have the custom one yet. I mean, we probably have
just
the ability
Google
to unlock
or just
it.
If you go into YouTube and you type in Genius Bar, our podcast shows up. Not the real Genius Bar from Apple.
Yeah, we do show up first. There was a thought I wanted to reconnect to earlier, though, before we jump into our first ad read in a second, though, about leaks and stuff. And I was just thinking about how much more fun it would be if Apple was more fun. Like, not revealing the phone and not even revealing any information, but just like not being so anal about it. Like realizing the value in it and not being like, we have to be so hard and make our employees, not want to share anything.
I think they do have fun. I think they do have fun in things like the March 23rd event that never happened. I feel like they do. Like they that's their way of having fun, is like completely steering everyone wrong.
Probably. I want to know what happens there, dude. And honestly, the more that I can't tell you what's made me come to this decision, but I can tell you that I have come to the decision that for a long time I was like, I just want a relationship with Apple and I don't want to work with anybody else but them. And more recently, I've, just started to think about like the future of iUpdate, the future of things, the big project we're working on, other things, right? And I remember for the longest time in my head, even making videos, it would sort of be like, will Apple like this? And, I've heard some rumblings from people in the community that get products. And, like the way that certain people, I think, approach content is jaded by the fact that they have a relationship with Apple. And I don't think it changes their end opinion or like what their fundamentals as a person are, but like, there's been...
I think it compromises them. I think that's the word.
Thank you for finishing the sentence so I didn't have to say anything. Yeah, it puts them in a weird spot because even I feel like people coming on this podcast, right? Like they don't want to be seen with you and I who are like, we're just genuinely 100% being ourselves. Doesn't matter what any company, brand, Apple has to say. Like we're just giving our takes about iPhone 12s versus iPhone 13. And there's not an agenda there where I think a lot of people like, just like with the M1 iPad Pro, like it's still so disappointing. And it's like the iPad Pro is just still frustrating, but there are like channels on YouTube.
I saw it was in the garbage in your video today. That's where I should have stayed.
Dude, it was just like the,
now, know how people said they like when my chair lines up with your mic?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that on purpose. Why isn't it doing
it? Oh, yeah. I think your iMac.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Are you happy, Internet?
I'm so satisfied right now.
Yeah. I read all your comments. There you go. Doesn't get better than this. Oh, wait.
You're just not allowed to move ever again.
Yep. Okay, there we go. How's this? Lined up.
Perfect. I'm satisfied. I'm moist. My point being, it's very freeing, and I feel like I've started to discover some freedom in not having to worry about, oh, can I make this joke? Oh, can I do this? Oh, is this all right? Because it's like, no, like at the end of the day, my goal, and I feel like I had to reevaluate like my goals for myself. Like my goal should not be to work with Apple one day. My goal should be to make the best possible content I can and put on the best possible show that I can and be the funniest and coolest and most
especially since
person
Apple's not paying you yet. But your audience is paying you, so you got to please them. You got to please the people.
Yeah. Anyway, John,
like line up my chair with your mic. They're pleased. Just like that. Pleased. That's all it takes.
You know what else is pleasing?
What else is pleasing, Sam?
I don't remember which one comes first. Do you know which one comes first?
Websites.
Oh, John. Know what else is pleasing?
What else is pleasing?
Getting the perfect domain name.
It is. I love getting the perfect domain name.
And
remember
you know what
when
we used to do
a crap ton of money on our domains?
I do. We should have just used Hover.
Hover, everybody. Welcome Hover to the show. First time on the show.
Welcome
I've heard
to Genius
of
Bar.
Hover. I've been hearing about Hover for years. Like,
yes.
on a podcast back in the day. It's crazy that now, like 10 years later, they're on my podcast.
Dude, that is so cool. Listen, guys. There's like a whole script here. I don't really want to read. It says technology script theme. Boring. That's not what we do here. Listen, I have a problem with domain names. I actually just bought 3 domain names last week. And
oh, okay. I know what they're for.
yeah. And I was just kind of on a bender. And you know what?
A domain bender.
I was on a domain bender. You know why?
Uh-huh.
Because you got to have that domain name crisp. You know why I had appletrack.org? I said, no, that's not good enough. I need appletrack.com.
.com,
and
baby.
you can use Hover, which is just this beautifully designed, wonderful UX UI, easy way to get a domain and even a custom email. So with Hover, not only do they have best-in-class customer technical support, that you can get like your domain name. So you could get samcole.com and I could get sam at samcole.com using Hover. I mean, I will tell you this, whenever somebody emails me with a Gmail, it's like, okay.
Stop using your Gmail.
Yeah, you got iupdate at gmail.com. You got frontpagecheck at
AOL.com.
But when you can be like, I am John at frontpagetech.com or I am Sam at appletrack.com, that just looks right. It's crisp. It's
and
not
it
only
gives you credibility
official.
online.
Yes, it's so good. And Hover is a service that allows you to do that, guys.
With over 300 domain name extensions to choose from.
Oh my God, there's 300
Like .com, .org, .net, they got all the funky ones too, I'm sure. .tech, all that other stuff.
.art?
Usually, .art, when I want to get certain domain names, usually in my mind, I have different websites. I'm like, okay, I need a .com, I'd rather go here. Or I need a .org, go here. Or the weird ones, .tech, I'll go here. Hover has it all in one place, and it's. I mean, honestly, like if you're gonna get a domain anywhere in the world, Hover is the place to do it, and you get a 10% discount with our referral link, which we'll have down in the description.
You know what? Guess what, John? I didn't get a discount last week because I didn't know Hover was sponsoring, so I could have gotten 10% off 3. Dude. All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna go to hover.com/genius,
especially a huge purchase like we made. 10% off would have been nice.
That would have been pretty nice. Couple $100 off. Okay.
All right.
Hey, you guys go to hover.com/genius. Get your first domain name. I also just love websites and they're really fun. So check them out. Link down below. As always, we love you, Hover. Thank you.
Thank you for supporting the show. Hover.com/genius. Get yourself that hot 10% discount. Sam.
What's up, baby?
Hang on. I need to swear like it's required, but I'm going to wait a little bit after the ad read. Okay. Can we just take a moment?
Let me zoom in on my reaction.
Okay. Think enough time has gone by?
We're safe.
I flushed my fucking ring down the toilet. Dude, I flushed my fucking ring down the... I have the mark from where the ring used to be, and there's... Dude.
You texted me in a frenzy last night. You sent pictures of them like tearing up your yard to find this thing.
It was like, I want to say it was like 20 minutes before we were scheduled to record. And so, okay, backstory. I have had a fucking nightmare of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
My mental health is the lowest it's been in a very long time. Haven't been good. And so this was like the very, very last thing that I needed. It was like we were getting ready to record, and I washed my hands. And I'm really careful with my ring in particular because it's like really smooth gold.
Yeah.
Like if you watch videos, especially maybe on Genius Bar, because I like my hand is closer to the camera on this show, so you can see how smooth and brushed it is.
Yeah.
I washed my hands, and there was like soap, like a little bit of soap under the ring. And I don't want it to slip off. So I always, after I wash my hands, I also dry off the ring separately so that it doesn't get like all like, so the water doesn't, not stain it, but get the like water drops on the gold. And I'm trying to take care of it. So I wash my hands, dry them with a towel, right? I still feel a little bit of soap in between my ring and my finger.
Okay.
So I get toilet paper.
Okay.
So I get toilet paper. Yeah. Pretend it's toilet paper. I get toilet paper off the thingy, and then I go like this. Oh, hang on, let me show you. I go like this. Pretend the ring is there. I get toilet paper and I go like this, right? And I slide the ring off a little bit, and then I dry more of my finger, and then I put the ring back on. Except when I took the toilet paper off, the ring was not on my finger. I thought it was. But it turned out the ring was laying like, so the wad of toilet paper is like this, where my finger used to be, and the ring is laying like on top. And so I'm done. I dry it. Whoop. Throw the toilet paper into the toilet.
Oh, no.
And because the ring was on the top of the toilet paper, it had a cushion. And so I didn't hear it at all. You would think like heavy ring, you would hear it hit. Oh, you're all the way out of focus now. Okay, you're back.
Oh, thanks, Linux. Here, let's go back out of focus again.
Yeah. Sam, I flushed it. I flushed the toilet.
Dude.
And I hear the toilet flush, and I come back. I actually come back, and I sit in the office in front of my Mac to like get ready to record. And as I sit down, I'm like, my hand feels weird. And I look down, and the ring is not on my finger. And I fucking lost it. I'm running all around the room. I'm looking on the floor.
Dude.
Maybe it's in the carpet. Did I leave it in the bathroom? Like, is it on the sink? Is it in the sink? And then I was like, oh, fuck. There's only one place. There's only one fucking place where this goddamn ring could be, and it's in the toilet. Dude, I turned off the water supply of the toilet. Okay? I ripped the toilet out of the floor. I think I showed you a picture of it in the front yard. I don't want to, like, show my address. Hopefully you can't see my address like this.
Could always edit it in post. We're not live.
Yeah, you're right.
Should we start doing this live? Would that be fun?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Maybe
so this is the plumber outside. So there's like a clean out. So okay, I realize I flush it. I am in a panic. Karina was in the bathroom, in the bathroom in our master bedroom, and there's a bathroom right outside this office, and that's where it happened. I am losing my fucking mind.
Dude.
I'm running all around trying to find this ring. Karina comes out like, like, and I'm just almost run into her. And like, I flushed my ring, and she's like, "Are you serious?" Like, she thought I was joking. That's a joke I would tell. I'm like, "No, I actually flushed it." And for like a good 5 minutes, she thought I was just joking.
Oh
and
my God.
I start taking the whole toilet apart. Do I look like a plumber?
No.
But in this moment, I knew everything about a fucking toilet. I knew how to get it out of that spot. I started taking everything out. I started taking all the bolts out, ripped it out of the floor, started walking it outside to the front door. Water is going everywhere from the toilet because I ripped it out of the floor.
No.
There's water going all throughout the front hallway. I get it outside. I dump it on the toilet on its side in the grass. And I'm looking like all the way through the toilet. I was like, maybe, because it was a big wad of toilet paper, maybe it's stuck somewhere in there. Not in there. Karina gets a hold of a plumber. I was calling plumbers like rapid fire, but it was July 5th, which is a federal holiday, I think. So, because it's after the 4th. So everything was closed. And it was late. We were going to record, and it was like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
This guy, his office was closed, but he offered his cell phone number. So Karina texted him like an emergency, and he's like, "Don't run any water in the house. I'm on my way." He had an idea, and we were going to try to do this. About 45 minutes later, he shows up to my house, and all the water's off. We can't run any water.
Yeah.
We start looking outside, like in a panic, for what is called a clean hole or something. I don't know. Basically, like right outside your house, every house has it. There is a pipe So there's obviously a bunch of water stuff around your house. Some is for irrigation and some is for sewer. And this one was like specifically for toilets and like basically anything coming through a drain.
Okay.
The way it happens is it goes through the pipes in your house and it runs outside. There is about a foot or two outside of your house. Everyone has it. I don't know if it's in the back of your house, the side of your house, or whatever. But there's a PVC pipe that is coming out of the ground that looks like it's about 4 or 5 inches wide.
Okay.
There's a screw on top of that. If you screw on top of it, that pipe will go straight down to the ground. It goes into your house, and that's where all the drains are coming. The problem is this pipe goes all the way down, and the pipe from your house meets with it. Okay, but there's another pipe that goes this way. Everything that goes this way is gone. It drops straight down into the sewer. Okay, so this guy, pretty good plan. He was like, I'm going to assume that it hasn't come all the way through your pipes yet because the house is big and it usually takes a couple flushes or more water to run down there. And since we haven't run any more water, he stuffed a screen all the way down this hole so that we could go back in the house and start flushing stuff, and it would run all the water through, and this screen would hopefully stop anything. Yeah. And I was waiting for us to like pull up a massive bunch of shit. Like because we're trying to stop anything solid from going through and dropping into the sewer. And so we started flushing and we pull up, nothing came up. And my toilets are notorious for clogging, for not flushing the first time. But of course, this time, baby, it went all the way through the first try. All the way through. Dude, we dug up everything. What? We dug up everything. We put a screen in. This dude was here for like 4 hours, and we're trying to clean out the entire system of the house. And I'm sure it would have worked, but within seconds, the ring had gone from the toilet, successfully went all the way through the piping of the house, and all the way down to the sewer.
If you didn't run any other water?
Well, we think it's because it was heavy, because the ring was heavy and the water just rushed it away. You know how toilet paper is kind of light, so you got to push it more? Since this was so heavy, we think it just went down like a rocket.
Oh my
straight
God,
down the pipes.
dude.
And so now I got to get a new ring, and that's fine, but it's the whole, like, there's emotional value behind this shit, and it just I flushed it down the toilet, and we dug up everything, and it was like, was a train wreck. And, the past, Karina and I talked like a few nights ago. And one of the things, you and I usually talk before the show, before Genius Bar, every week.
Yeah.
And one of the first things we ask each other is like, how you doing, like, mentally? How you doing before we start the show? Like, do you want to talk about anything? And because we're bros.
We are bros.
And Karina was like, I think, she said, because we were having a talk, and Karina said, I think part of the thing that holds you back is that you put on a facade for everyone. Like, because you do it too. We all do it. Creators do it because, like, we're got to be on camera and we got to be a certain way in front of the audience. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I think she's right. I think it will help me to say that, I'm a person too, and I have not been good. Like, for the last couple of weeks, probably the lowest I've ever been mentally. It has been a rough few weeks, and so, I'm not going to go into details, but I think if you're in the audience and you're struggling, I think it would help to know that, like, even people that seem like a character online, or you expect to be a certain way every day, that I'm a human too, and I'm struggling just like you guys, and we'll fucking get through it together. I don't know, but it has been a very rough few weeks, and this was like the very last thing. I'm sure it would have been it's a big deal regardless, but it was an extra big deal because of, like, everything else going on, and it was just like it's been a fucking mess, dog.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. You didn't do it. You didn't flush my ring down the toilet.
At first, I was gonna say I did actually.
You did it? Okay, that makes me feel better that it wasn't my fault.
I was trying to get closer to you, and I was so close to. I was like halfway through that PVC pipe, and then this huge glob of shit dropped on me, and that's when I went like this, and I got the ring, and then I lost it. The water.
Oh, you lost it.
Wished, I had it, and then it went right past me.
I
and then I get flushed as well, and then the plumber shows up. I'm like, well, I can't be in his pipes. So
Yeah.
I went back home. So
Well,
yeah, it's
I
been a real
appreciate you
mess for
trying to
both
get
of
it back.
us.
I appreciate you trying
I felt
to get it
so
back.
no, on the real, I felt bad. And at first I was like laughing because I thought you were joking.
I mean, it is a funny fucking story. That, like,
It is a fun,
you
but
know, I of all people, the whole toilet squad thing, I flush an expensive ass gold ring down a toilet. And the plumber came here and I was like, he was like, hey man, just relax, just calm down. We're going to try our best. We'll try to figure it out. And I was like, oh, so this is common, right? And he looked up and he goes, no, like it's not common for someone to, I thought he was comforting me. And I'm like, oh, so this how you deal with this all the time. And he just like paused for a second, looked up to me and went, no. He said people like drop it down sink drains a lot, but like not down the fucking toilet.
Oh my God, dude.
Especially flush it.
Oh, I match my shirt now. That was really good. No, you fucking crazy.
Dude, he paused for a second. He was at the toilet, like bent down, and he just looked up and went, no. And I was like, oh, you could have just said yes to comfort me, but no.
You couldn't. No comfort. Man, it's tough. I mean, I will say, at least it wasn't Karina's ring.
Oh my God.
That probably would be a little bit more. Right?
Yeah, that would be rough. That would be.
Yours is like a wedding band. Now, if it's gold, it's still going to be.
Karina's custom made too, so like you can't just recreate it.
But no, like you said, it's not about the fucking money. It's about
no, not at all.
That like, she gave that to you, and it was a sign of your guys' engagement.
Yes,
that's
the whole thing. Like, it wasn't just money is money. Whatever, we can make it back. We could just buy another one, and that's not the point. It's like, and maybe when I'm 60, I'll be like, remember how I flushed my first one down the toilet, and it'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
But last night it was not fun. Then I think Karina tweeted a picture of the toilet. Oh yeah, the toilet was in the yard. It was on her Twitter.
Dude, you texted me a picture of the dude. He looked like he was good at what he did, but
yeah, not good enough. God damn it!
I just can't believe it left your house that quick.
Yeah, this was the toilet in the yard. So just chilling. I did this. I ripped it out of the house and brought it in the yard and dumped it over.
I was so sad when I saw that, man. But
what can you do? I fucking flushed the ring down the toilet, dog.
What can you do? I mean, the ring. Sometimes that TP will get you pee-pee, and sometimes it'll get you ring.
But dude, my toilets never work. And this time, flawless.
Dude,
flawless.
The best ass to drain delivery. So wait, did you shit? Like, was there shit mixed in with it? Oh, it was just clean water.
I had I have this thing where like I can just feel when my hands are dirty. I'm not a germaphobe. I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't like germs. I'm a germaphobe. But I do have like I feel like there's stuff on my hands, even if I know they're clean. I have to go wash them. So I was getting ready to record and was like, I don't want to sit through an hour of the podcast with my hands feeling like this. Maybe I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. I don't know. So I got up and I started washing my hands and that was it. And so I even told the plumber, was like, listen, if you find the wad of toilet paper, it's going to be clean. Like I didn't shit on it. So don't worry.
And you would think if it was a wad of toilet paper, like it wouldn't.
Yes, it was a thick wad of toilet paper.
Oh, you would think, dude. So sad. So sad, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what's happening. And then on top of that, I got the fucking birds. Remember last week I told you about the owl that I got to try to stop the birds?
Mm-hmm.
I brought evidence on the show today. Would you like to see the evidence?
Oh,
I think I sent you some of this, but I got to show the audience. So to catch you up, I have birds that live at my house. They live above my door. They built a nest above, like way up. And there's 3 of them. No, 2. And sometimes the mom and dad fight. And then the dad sleeps above my door. The mom sleeps up in the nest because they don't sleep together. Sometimes I sleep both in the nest. And they just shit all over my stuff. They shit on my security camera. They shit on the doorbell, on the ground. Like everything is just bird poop. It's fine if they want to live there, but then they just poop all over my stuff. And I walk in it and I smell it and it's just in my life. I have taken the nest down before. And they have rebuilt it in a day. Like, I cannot get rid of these birds. So we got an owl to sit on top in the middle of the door to hopefully scare them away. Look at how they have taken over my life. Okay, let me cut to the birds.
Oh, we have an evidence board.
Okay.
Oh my God, he drew an arrow.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So this is in the center. You see the front door of my house. Sorry, audio listeners, I'll try to describe it. You see the front door of my house, the walkway, the front door. On the left, you can see my white doorbell with a light on it. They shit all over that, so I can never see outside of the doorbell. Up top, where the arrow is pointing, you can see a bird. It's nighttime, and he is sleeping above my door. Yeah. On the image on the right side above my door, both of them are sleeping there. And then on the left is a bad night. Look at this little fucker. Look at him just sitting on my security camera.
Cute though.
Like he's literally sleeping really on the camera itself.
That's not an angry bird. It's a cute bird.
He's just this little fluff ball. Fucker is what he is. He's an asshole. Look at him. He just like, no matter what I set up, he's like, oh, this mine. I live here. I sleep on this. And so he slept on the camera that night. This is my life, dude.
Wait, These birds don't standing care about up. Me. I just imagine them like on their side looking dead.
Dude, look at the one on the left. That's not the same as the other ones. This is a completely different bird.
This is a whole new bird.
Maybe a party was happening that night. I don't know, but dude, it's all over my life. They are everywhere.
Bro, this is incredible. The favorite part is the arrow. Like, I really feel like I'm looking at a murder track. Like, they're like, he was seen here, and now this is the like. This looks like these were taken from like a telephoto lens from some agent's car, and it's like the bird was last seen on top of the security cam, but he's been shitting everywhere. He's been shitting his brains out, bro.
This is the one above. This is the nest. I don't know if can you see that?
How does that? It looks like it's inverted. How does it sit there? What is it on?
It's on. They have it like they have mud. It's like packed to the side of the wall, and they are all the way up to the roof.
What?
They barely fit up there. But look at this little asshole looking down at me like, "What are you gonna do?" See him?
He's looking down from the nest. Down the dude's nest.
He's looking down like, "I'm all the way up here, and you're all the way down there. What are you gonna do?" And then this one, look at his asshole. He's just pooping straight down, and that's why my life is the worst.
Wait, John, here's what you need to come move to my place in St. Louis.
Why? Do you not have birds in St. Louis?
No birds? Well, there's a lot of birds at the park across the street. Should I open up my blind? No. There are a lot of birds across the street, but none in visible distance from, I mean, they fly above the park. Like
that?
Yeah, like that. And then they never come visit though. And then, if you flush something down the drain, I'm sure that there's like a bigger pipe for this building. There's like 36 floors or something. So,
dude, could you imagine? I mean, if I lived in your apartment and I flushed my ring down the toilet, it'd be gone. Like, I feel like there's so much going on in your apartment, and the piping system is so sophisticated.
I wonder. Yeah, but it's a new building. Like, the building is less.
Yeah,
than 2
my
years
house
old.
is from 2018.
Was your house new? No, you didn't move in 2018.
No, I'm the second person who's been in it.
Okay. Whoa, somebody moving up quick.
Yeah.
Dang. Wow.
Well, this is the headquarters for Walmart is here. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
And so it was like somebody high up at Walmart that lived here and just got moved out.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool.
Now he doesn't live here, and now I live here.
Now the opposite of Walmart. Now the birds live there.
Yeah. Now, I don't even live here, dude. I'm just like it's the house of the birds, and I just kind of stay. I spend the night every night.
Do you guys have a spare room? Like, could I be the bird security guard and just like be outside with a shotgun all night, just like waiting?
Yep. We got a spare room and a spare bed. If you want it, you can come here and just manage the birds.
Is this going to be the tech tuber house? I've been talking with people. Luke Miani said he'd be down to do that. He wants the tech tuber house. We should all move in together. Karina can also be one of the boys.
One of the boys.
One of the boys.
Oh, dude. Anyway, so that's my ring story.
Crazy.
That's the bird story. That's the update for the birds. I figured everyone deserved an update because I've been talking about them like every week. It's been not a good week, not a good 2 weeks for Jern, and rough, even Jern, even the people you watch on YouTube are on the struggle bus. So next time you leave an asshole hate comment, just remember you don't know what people are going through. That's all.
You never know what people are going through. There was some experience I had a couple weeks ago in real life where that was the case. It was like somebody's family had passed away or something. And I was like, you would never know that about this person. Like one of my best buds, his girlfriend broke up with him like out of the blue last night.
Wow. What a bitch.
it was just like,
I don't
no,
know
it was
situation.
horrible because like she was somebody I really liked, and like he's one of my best buds, and like it just happened, out of the blue. And he was obviously, it messed him up because they were dating for like 3+ years.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, I can't imagine somebody just like switching. And like, it was just, I don't know about, I'm so like, the more I hear about other people's relationships, the more I am like, I had a really good relationship like the last time I was dating, which was like January of 19 to September of 2020. I don't know if I haven't talked about this on the pod, but yeah, 2 days before the first Apple event of the fall, my girlfriend.
I don't think you mentioned it publicly.
It was mutual. Like I mentioned it in a video kind of, but like it was mutual, but also I definitely wasn't ready. Like I'm not going to be here and be one of those people who's like, oh yeah, it was mutual, bro. Like it was good. Okay. No, it was like, we should do this, but I don't want to. And I'm going to be real messed up for the next 6 months. And sure enough, I was spot on. It was like literally the word. I am just starting to get out of the worst 6 months of my entire life. I think. Jesus. Worst year. No, the past year of my life. Like talk about mental. Oh, worst time of my, I mean, not worst, but like worst extended period. Like every other period of my life was like a couple of months. This was like, I kid you not, like June 1st, 2020 to June 1st, 2021, almost to the day, some of the worst time of my entire life. The worst year of my entire life. Straight.
I wish BetterHelp was sponsoring this episode.
I know. Just this video is sponsored by therapy, which I am in, and I would recommend for anybody that's on the fence. BetterHelp or whatever. We're not promoting them today, but like, I go in person. Or I don't
take care of yourself, people.
Like, yeah, don't feel bad about going to therapy. I'm
and maybe who knows? Maybe it'll help somebody to know that, like, I'm sure there's people that really look up to us or appreciate us as YouTubers that they watch every day. If there's not a news drought, and we get fucked up too. It's it's like that for everybody, and I mean, I'm confident that you and I'll get through it, and the people listening, whatever they're going through, they'll get through it, and just take care of yourself. Like, take a second to just. I had an issue where if I was going through something, not only would I hide it from people, but I would also keep myself really busy and just be like, nope, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. But guys, just take a second to be fucked up. Like, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be sad. Take a second for yourself to just sit on the couch and eat some salt and vinegar chips and be a piece of shit. Just sit there and let yourself be sad, because that's the only way to get to the next step. So just be sad. It's cool to be sad. It's fine to be sad. Obviously, like if it's a problem and like you can't get out of bed for 2 years, that's a problem. But for me, I find that it helps to just like not try to avoid the feelings. Like as soon as I start to feel sad, I'm like, nope, gotta go record or gotta go do literally anything else. Gotta go rip my toilet out again for fun. But for me, it helps to just talk to myself and be like, listen, you are really fucking sad, and that is cool. That is fine. Go be sad. Try again tomorrow. And
dude, that's been the biggest.
That's what helps for me.
That's been the biggest thing that I've learned in therapy is like acceptance of what's going on, of my feelings, whether I want them there or not. And I've thought about, I haven't talked about this publicly or even to you, but I've thought about making a video about like just like my struggle with mental health, like an open book, like like what my what I go through and like what my journey has been to like try to help other people, because like there are points in my life like when my girlfriend broke up with me where I was just like, whoa, I've never had these like thoughts about my life before. Like, should I still be here? Should I not? And like, that's still kind of taboo to talk about. Yet every person that I've talked about that's gone through a breakup is like, that's the first thing you think is like, is life even worth living? Should I still be here? And it's like, it's one of the things like everybody jokes about it, but it's also like real. I'm not saying real feelings as if like I was never a danger to myself or other people, but like those intrusive thoughts, right, come up and you're like, oh man, life is so horrible. Like, I don't know if I can get through this. And like Jon said, like the best advice I have for people is to sit with the feeling, the more you expose yourself to it and accept it, the easier it gets to deal with it. And it feels backwards, right? Because it's like, you don't want to feel it. You just want to keep going. I'm the same, Jon, like the same as you. Like whenever I historically have felt bad, or I just have a lot of anxiety in particular, and it would just be like, oh, feeling really anxious, got to work, got to do this, got to go at 100% because I'm not allowed to have a bad day. And it was just like, no, dude, that is, thought stopping doesn't work. Distraction will distract, but the thing that's causing you to feel that way is still there. And the best thing you can do.
And it will come back with a fucking vengeance. Like if you just try to set it aside and you do other stuff, it'll come back at the worst time.
Yep.
Most inopportune time, and be like 1,000 times worse. This is real deep shit, so I'm sorry for going here, but
yeah, it is.
A lot of my family passed away when I was very young. Like my mom died when I was 14. My stepdad committed suicide a year later. Then my grandma got cancer, who had custody of me and my brother at that point because my parents passed away. My grandma had custody of us, but then she got cancer. So right as soon as I graduated high school, I took custody of my little brother at 18 years old. And my grandma passed away, and so I had to like take care of her funeral. And she took care of me my whole life, so like it was my turn to take care of her. But I was 18 or 19, around there. And so then I'm 18 or 19 years old, and I have custody of a kid that I have to get through school now. Like he's got to get through school, and he's got to be taken care of. He's got to be fed, and all this other stuff. And I just graduated high school, and I always made an excuse. Like, of course, I went through that shit too, and it was really terrible and really sad. But I was like, I got to take care of this. I can't fall apart because I got to do this. And I kept myself busy. Front page tech was a thing, and I did not stop. Like, I always made an excuse to not put myself first for a day, and always focused on something else. Always kept myself busy, and then around the time when I met Karina. So it had been 10 years at this point since all that terrible shit happened. I still hadn't faced it, and it came back at I think it was like December 2020, if I remember correctly. Or no, December 2019.
That would have been 2 years. Almost.
Yeah, December 2019. And it just I had a full breakdown, like a full mental breakdown. And that's what was like, man, if I hadn't ignored this shit for 10 years, it wouldn't be this hard, this rough at the worst time, like when I finally do have success with front page tech, and, Karina's in my life, and,
fiance.
And so then you start muddying the waters of everything else. And so big or small, just take the day to be like, you know what, I feel like shit today. I'm going to feel like shit today, and it's okay. And just sit down and be like, whatever I have to do, or whatever I think is important and should be a priority, I'll do it tomorrow. Just going to feel like shit today, and I'll try again tomorrow. That is the best thing you can do, because you can't push it off, and you can't ignore it, because you can only ignore it for so long before it's just 1,000 times worse. So, I mean, we usually, last week's episode was insanity and craziness and funny. So if you take anything away from this episode, it's just take care of yourself, because even the people that you think, are just a one-dimensional character online
happy,
are fine.
Successful, rich, whatever.
No matter how successful you are, you probably thought that too. If I just had X amount of money, that stuff doesn't save you. No. I would almost argue it's worse, because you can go through mental health shit and be like, well, at least, I have bigger problems to worry about now too. I got to pay the electric bill, or what am I going to be able to afford to eat next week? Now, when when money's not the issue, you realize how big that stuff is that you were trying to bury, and you were trying to find anything else that you could focus on that wasn't that. It's still no matter how old you are, no matter if you're successful or not, none of that stuff saves you, and you still got to take care of your brain. Your brain does not give a shit how much money you have. Not even a little bit.
No, it doesn't. It's it's such a good point, and it's something that I hear a lot of my friends say this, and I always realize I'm in a super privileged and lucky position. I have a very different job than a lot of them. I'm very lucky, financially, and you are as well. We do a fun thing here on YouTube, and it's a lot of I just I just want to make it. I just want to be there, and I'm like, well, why? And they're like, well, yeah, because that's my dream, and I'm like, dude. YouTube was my dream, and spoiler, when you hit the dream and you don't have another dream ready, you get kind of down.
Yeah.
And it's very weird, but dude, that September of 2020, it was the weirdest thing I've ever gone through because I was so sad and so down. And it was the first time in my life I had really gone through like depression, or at least depressive episodes where like 5 or 6 days a week I'd be pretty sad. And like I remember one time, just like, you know, and this is why I went back to therapy. I was like, I don't think that these are things that I know how to navigate on my own, right? Like I remember I was editing a video for iUpdate, and I was literally, it was like 6 p.m. and I was like falling asleep. But I had gotten plenty of sleep. I had eaten fine. And it was just like my body is like, nope, you don't get to be awake right now. You're sad as hell.
We're not doing this.
And that September, I had made the most money I'd ever made on YouTube by like 3x. Like it was my craziest month. I never thought I would make that much money in a month. It was like a salary in a month.
Yeah.
And I was the saddest and most anxious I've ever been.
Yeah.
And it was just like, that's when it hit me. I was like, none of this means anything. Like I was like looking at like my car that's nice and like my Apple products. And I was like, this doesn't mean anything. Like I got to work on me and get me figured out before I'm happy. And sure enough, I've spent the last few months, like, you know, John, like I've been at the grindstone going to therapy and programs. I've been working on myself. Like I've been going ham to work on me and like really get myself in a better spot. And the work it started to pay off. You know, I've set myself up for success, and like I'm proud of that. And that's something that I want to talk about as well, because it is still like stigmatized to be like, oh, I'm not just like a vlogger who's happy all the time. You know, look at us. It's like, yeah, we are real people, and it's like that. Yeah, that's what you got to realize. Like when you're leaving a comment on somebody's video, it's like, hey, they might be having a tough time. Like those times when you see us on camera, they were some of the only times I smiled on certain days.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, if you're sad, or like you're going through some heavy shit. I know people get sad, but I'm talking about like real, like you're not doing good.
There's a big difference.
When you go to work, you know, a 9-to-5 job or whatever, you can be sort of, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people go to work and put on a face for people, you know, but I mean, for the most part, you can still be sad at work. You can't, if you're on camera, like you're not just one person amongst a bunch of people at your 9-to-5 job. All eyes are on you, whether it's 100 people watching your videos, 100,000 people watching, anything in between, anything more. All those eyes are on you, and you have to fucking perform, and that is your job. And no matter, like, there's been so many times where, like, you know, I mean, and I have clips, like, where I turn on the camera, and you can visibly see that I am not in a good mental space. But I start, I'm like, all right, welcome back to Front Page Tech. And then I end, and I feel worse. I feel 1,000 times worse because I just faked it, and I put all my energy that I could have, you know, spent on myself and like focusing on what I was going through. I just exhausted all of it to pretend, you know, for 100,000 people that will never know I was going through shit. Yeah. And, you know, so I can only imagine, you know, last September, or when was it? 2019?
Yeah, 2020. September of 2020.
Okay, 2020.
Was when
you know, when you're going through that shit, and like, how many times you had to turn on the camera and fake it to have that good month that you're talking about? Like,
dude,
and people probably had no idea.
No, dude, that iPhone hidden features video I did, they got like 3 million views. I recorded on a day when I was just feeling horrible. Like the raw recording of that video was like near, I think, an hour and a half or 2 hours for like a 20-minute video.
That was the universe trying to help a brother out. Just like, I know this was shitty, so here's 3 million views.
Yeah, it was like
trying to balance
crazy. Yeah, right. And it's so weird, but yeah, it's crazy how we go. Last week we're like, you know, going crazy, and then this week we're like serious discussion about mental health.
I mean, that shows we got dynamics. That shows that we're flexible on this show.
It shows that we're human, because everybody goes through these things. You go through good and bad periods of your life. You're not going to be perfectly happy forever, or perfectly anxiety free, or perfectly stress free forever. I mean, think about it, there'd be no point to life if it was just good all the time.
Yeah,
you got to have good.
I like
bad.
that. Yeah. Speaking about the good things of life, HelloFresh is our last sponsor of the day, and no joke, I just ate HelloFresh right before we filmed.
I was going to ask you about that because I had a feeling you did. And I was like, I wonder what John's eating today. Because I had my Parmesan crusted chicken.
Oh, that sounds good. From where? I saw you weren't at home.
HelloFresh. I made it. Not for lunch today, but I made it last week.
Oh, dude.
I'll tell you about my lunch after this.
I have that. Like, I haven't made it yet, but I have the Parmesan crusted chicken that I'm really
with
excited
the carrots and the little balls.
Yes. So they always give you 3.
Dude,
My plan is 3, and I
good.
always pick my favorite one and I save it. I put it in the back and I save it for last because and the Parmesan crusted chicken is the one I'm saving.
Dude, like I don't even cook, and I'll be honest, that meal hit like
It
that.
makes
And
you
I
feel
don't
like
even
you
eat
cook.
carrots. I don't even eat carrots, John. And HelloFresh got me to eat a vegetable. What more could you ask for? Okay. They're healthy meals. They're cheaper a lot of the times than what you get at the grocery store. And they're delivered to your door, John.
They save you so much time too. Jesus. They save you so much time.
Nice.
And also it's not just like there's no compromising. Like when I hear about I was kind of skeptical when I first heard about HelloFresh, because we started promoting them before I had tried them. And so, or at least we were scheduled to. We actually physically like tried them and ate them before we read an ad to you guys. But I was skeptical. Like, there's got to be a compromise here. Yeah, like, yes, it saves time.
It's so good.
And yes, it's cool. The ingredients thing is cool. Where like, because you can't. I mean, Sam talks about this all the time. You can't just buy one bun at the store.
No,
like, you got to buy a bunch, and then you use one that you needed for the recipe, and then it's all waste. And so I'm like, the compromise is going to be that the ingredients aren't that good, and that the food isn't that good. That could not be further from the truth. The food is so good, and it's stuff I would never think about trying. We made something like last weekend. It was like I felt like we went to a restaurant. It was so good.
Yeah, no, I literally made this, and I was like, this seems like something my dad made for me, like growing up. It was so good, and I don't know how they do it, John, because I think misconception about these that I had is like, oh, if the ingredients are coming, they're not going to be as good, or they're going to be kind of nasty, like leftovers. Yeah. No, this is like better looking stuff. Quality lemons, carrots than I see at the store, and it's delivered to you, and a lot of it's individually packaged, so you have just what you need. You don't have to count at the store. Do I need 4 carrots? Oh, I got 4. I needed 6 carrots for this recipe. Oh, now it's the ratio's off. It's like they give you exactly what you want.
That's the best part, because even if I have a recipe, like if I looked it up online, I will always miss an ingredient. Even if I go out to buy the ingredients, I forgot one, or I don't have one at home. They're like, here's the recipe, here's the ingredients. Don't worry, they're all in the bag. We already got that for you. You don't have to worry about it. It is amazing. And I've never cooked for like over 45 minutes. It's like a half hour and you're done.
I'm still working on my cooking, so it takes me a little bit. But yeah, dude, 45 to 60 good for me, I'd say.
And I think, it's clear that I get this. You get it too. We both like pay for it ourselves.
I haven't signed up yet for full transparency.
Dude, I used our promo code so fast.
I'm going to.
I get it every single week.
Yeah, because I need to start cooking for myself, and I've been going out to eat a lot. I'll tell you more about Anyway, HelloFresh. You guys go to HelloFresh.com/Genius14 and use code Genius14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping.
Which is real. I'm trying to tell you, I got HelloFresh myself, and when I first signed up, I used our promo code. I'm using this code. So we've been promoting HelloFresh for like a couple months. I just now got my last free meal. That's how long I've been getting free meals from HelloFresh because of our promo code.
I'm going to sign up right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's amazing. HelloFresh.com/Genius14. Use code Genius14 to get up to 14 free meals and free shipping. Listen, America's #1 meal kit. You know how to do it. Link down in the description. Take care of yourself.
And
thanks to HelloFresh for supporting the show.
This is so nice. Wait.
The HelloFresh promo code?
Yeah, just the website. No, I'm looking at the website. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, and you can choose the size and how many. I can do 2 a week. That's what I wanted.
Yes.
Oh, but they give you a big discount if you go up to. Wow.
Your face. Okay. Yeah, I do 3 a week.
Okay.
I do 3 a week for 2 people. I didn't see my fingers. Wow. 2 people.
This is awesome. Okay, sorry, I'm just staring at the website. John, I want to tell you about my lunch experience.
Hit me with your lunch experience.
There is this restaurant that opened up.
Is that what you sent me a picture of?
Okay. It is called Chick N Cone.
Okay.
These people deserve to be as rich as Jeff Bezos.
Oh, okay.
It is fried chicken.
Okay. Sounds good so far.
In a waffle cone that you hold in your hand and eat.
Okay, I'm going to go back and look at that picture now.
Cone.
Can I show the people?
Dude, you can show the people anything you want. This is a free promo for Chick and Cone. I reached out to them with my verified Twitter account, Apple Track.
There it is.
Look at my. Do you see that's a thumbs up built in, dude? The chicken is phenomenal. Like normally it's like, oh, you get chicken and waffles. Like the chicken's okay because it's not really something they specialize in. Dog,
that looks so good.
And there's different sauces you can get on the chicken. So if you're feeling spicy, you can do like a sriracha. If you want barbecue, you can do barbecue. Or you can do a maple cinnamon glaze.
Okay.
So they pour syrup at the bottom of this waffle cone. And it's like you're eating waffles and chicken, but you hold it in.
That sounds like it'll kill you.
So, dude. And then I got the mac and cheese today. Dude, it is just like
your face.
They have corn, they have mac and cheese, they have French fries. Like it is my moistest dream. And it opened up down the street for me.
Oh, so you're going to be like 300 pounds next week.
Phenomenal. It is phenomenal, dude. There's also a Shake Shack on the same street, John. Shake Shack is the best burger out there. Have you tried Culver's yet?
Have you watched my Steve Jobs video yet?
No. Wait, we're supposed to do that on the show.
No, I haven't tried Culver's.
We're supposed to do that on the show. Should we do that this week or next week?
The connection is the connection. What's happened? Are we okay?
Oh, you're doing that. You
All
tricked me. I actually thought that was you piece of chicken.
Okay. You piece of chicken.
That was you piece of chicken. Are we going to watch the Steve Jobs video on the show ever, or should I just never see it?
Oh, yeah. Do you want? I mean, that's the best thing to do and with no news. If there's no news for next week, I'll make you watch it on the thing.
Okay. Let's do it. So I will watch it next week
and get your live reaction because I'm very interested.
Cool. I'd be interested to see that.
We can have a good discussion. Is there anything else that news-wise that happened?
Dude,
let me check
looking
back. appletrack.com.
There's not a whole lot. I mean, essentially, the M2 chip is coming in the first half of 2022.
That's a big one. That's a big one because that Dylan account corroborated my colorful MacBook Air.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
That was cool. I like Dylan. Also, coincidentally, after Dylan has an Apple Track page and is popularized by my website, Mac Rumors is covering everything he tweets.
Oh, 9 to 5 Mac as well.
Well, okay, now I got it from 9 to 5 Mac.
I like how there's no like...
Mac Rumors didn't cover it.
If they're covering me, they have to reference all the stuff I got wrong. But they won't even go as far as to explain who this Dylan account is. Anyone reading that's going to be like, who the fuck is this?
Or Economic Daily News. Like for everyone else, like for Co, they'll be like, for Ming... Wait, what is it?
Guo Mingqi.
Guo
Mingqi.
Thank you. He... Like, they'll even say stuff for him, but I noticed it's for, like, everybody gets stuff wrong. It's like, this dude got a lot wrong. You know, for this new account, they just don't say anything. I don't understand
like,
the
especially if it's brand new and you know nobody's heard of that name. Can you give us some context? Something.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, this person knew, and I don't know, maybe throw in an Apple Track score. I don't know.
Dude, they did. I actually got referenced on Mac Rumors when they were talking about the Kang letter that got sent out for like him leaking, and then that was
that's
on the
because
Verge.
he's
cool.
the tippy top.
Yeah, he's number 1 on Apple Track still, but now he's not. Tim Cook. Should I put T Cook at Apple.com?
Please direct all future leaks.
What do you think are the chances that Tim reads any of those emails? There's no way.
Well, I mean, doesn't Craig respond to emails sometimes?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's Tim. Like, Tim has to get, 1,000 emails a day from customers?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Maybe not that many, but, like, he's also got to run a company. Like, I don't have time to read the emails that I get. I get, like, 4 a day.
Yeah. Remember, was it Phil Schiller? I think he was doing an interview with Jonathan Morrison. And Phil admitted that they read a lot more news than people think.
Yeah. I think they do read a lot of the rumors. Like, dude, what if Tim Cook was looking at frontpagetech.com?
That'd
be so cool.
Wouldn't be surprised, but I'm gonna leave a little note for him. I'll leave a note for him on the thing just to see.
If you're reading this,
if you're reading
meet me at this address.
We could squash this right now, Timmy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Apple Track because that's my place for Apple news, and there's nothing. We got nothing all week.
I mean, there was a report from Digitimes that the MacBook Pro, the M1X, is coming in September.
What do you think? I mean, you put it in your video today. You don't think that's real?
No, don't think it's going to happen because, well,
Okay? Real
Why
quick,
would they do that?
I haven't checked on them in a little bit. What's Digitime's record lately?
They're just over 60.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's not that great.
It's not horrible, but it's not great. But yeah, 38% is like
this is dude. My Mac is listening. I was talking about flushing my ring down the toilet, and I'm on Apple Track right now, and I'm looking at an ad for automatic toilet cleaning.
Dude, it's crazy how fast ads work. I have an ad for HelloFresh.
What is listening to us?
It says get 14 free meals.
We give ad to you, okay?
I literally have like 7. Hey, it's not. It says use a different code than ours.
That's not fair.
You need to use Genius 14. Frick Tasty 14. Use Genius 14.
Frick.
I literally, every ad on appletrack.com homepage, I have 4 of them, is for HelloFresh. And
wow.
Oh, one Savory 14.
Wow, they want
Genius 14.
Yeah, I have one for rings, like wedding bands. So that's cool. Fantastic.
Wait. Jon, you should have saved your story for next week.
I should have. I couldn't. It's so raw. I feel it right now. You know what I mean?
Let's leave the people on a cliffhanger next week in case you have also flushed your ring down the drain.
We have a solution.
We have just listen to next week's Genius Bar. That's all we're saying. There's a new brand hopping on board.
Oh,
they're actually a pretty cool one.
What about the Everything Apple Pro video with Max Weinbach back?
So that was kind of interesting, but I feel like they're even grasping at straws at this point.
Yeah, it's a sad time. Listen, guys, we're going to get through this together, this news drought. I don't remember it being ever this bad.
It's been unironically a month since the last news, which was WWDC. Like WWDC was almost to the day a month ago. And I am looking back and the biggest news we've got is that redesigned iPad mini leak that you had. And that was 3 weeks ago. That is the biggest
that was
story.
3 weeks ago, dude.
Videos.
It feels like it's been so much longer. Let me look. Okay, I need to look at iUpdate, the YouTube channel. Let me just take a look. I want to see how often you've been posting videos.
Not
Has
very
it been
often.
as bad as me? Yeah.
I think slightly better, but still pretty bad.
So you just put out the first one in like 6 days?
Dude, at least yours are still getting views. Well, your newest one, you're
last one.
You crying in the club about that.
I titled, the original title for that one was "Don't Watch This."
You changed it, and I was like, Jon never changes titles. This has to be dire situations.
It's DEFCON.
I was like, I know his pain. I noticed that. I was like, no new Apple products. That's like the opposite of what I titled my. Did you like my 20 plus Apple products released? Dude, people were actually upset at that video, and I was like, but am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't wrong. That was not clickbait.
People were upset. They were like reporting from PageStack.com for a headline about the new HomePod. We titled it "New HomePod Software Update Makes the Thing Overheat and Die." Enjoy.
Yeah, wait. What was that story about? I wanted to read it because I didn't see anybody else talk about it.
The newest HomePod beta software, but because I didn't put beta in the title, because I put "New HomePod Software Update" instead of "New HomePod Beta Update" or something, and so people were like, "This is misleading." No, it's not. Did it get you on the page? Yeah. Is it misleading? No. It is still a software update. And in the article, I clarified that it is a beta software update. So it's basically the same.
I mean, yeah, I would say that that's right. Like that headline, I was like, oh, it probably is something in like one of the newer releases. So I don't blame you. I think that's a fair.
I mean, what can you do?
Read. I mean, dude, it's dire out here. Like I've been thinking about doing like a new series or something just to give me like content to put out because I'm like, man. But it's also giving me time. Are you ready for our big meeting that we have tomorrow?
I am. It's also giving you time for that. Meeting. Yeah, at least we got that to focus on, right?
Yeah, and like, we've been talking about, we think we could, we could make it a successful thing. So
we said, you know what? If there's no news, we will make there be news. That's what we said. That's what we said.
That's actually my perspective,
dude,
and that's
no
also
joke.
like
it's
I'm
looking
doing
like
what I want to
this
do.
thing will be the biggest thing that has happened all year.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can't wait. And we're
unless
gonna
we get
send
an
out the
Apple
full-
car, there's still a chance because the Economic Daily News said it's coming.
Yeah.
September.
Oh yeah. By the way, guys, Economic Daily News, the same source who said it's going to be iPhone 13 because they somehow got their hands on naming information. Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah,
Yep.
Nobody else in the supply chain, just them. Somehow.
Watch it be called iPhone 13,
the lowest rated
and you have
source.
to mark them correct, even though it was probably a guess.
Should we do something if it's actually called iPhone 13? Like, should we both shave our heads or something?
Would you shave your head?
What if it didn't grow back right?
You would look like a
An
Nazi.
egg. I would also look like a white supremacist. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to look like a skinhead.
you shave
we
your
don't
eyebrows?
support them. I don't think I could, dude, because I'm trying to date and stuff.
They'll grow
I
faster
really
than
couldn't
you.
do.
Dude, you'd be willing to shave your head before you shaved your eyebrows?
John, I was at the club on Saturday. I'm not wasting any time. Okay.
Are you going to wear a wig if you shave your head?
I don't know if I can shave my head. Yeah. Until I'm like in a committed relationship or like at least I'm pulling every week. Like I gotta.
I mean, I was in a committed relationship and I had to shave my eyebrows and it was not any better.
Touche.
Yeah,
I can't have that be the first impression. Like I can't be in the club and be like, hey, and then they're like, could this guy please be ejected from the club? Could he never come here again? Because he looks like he looks like he's gonna hurt someone.
I do have a new hobby. I have been trying all sorts of colognes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've started a little collection.
That sounds fun.
There's a little collection in my closet of a bunch of different colognes, fragrances, men's fragrances.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that's my new hobby.
I'd recommend Hawthorne. They're a great brand that I've worked with, and they don't work with me anymore because I think the sponsorships did really bad. Because let's be honest,
I'm gonna turn all that around right now. You got a lot of these.
No, they don't even show up in their like who recommended you list anymore. Like they don't reply. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, to be fair, a lot of these tech guys, like I'll be honest, a lot of tech boys ain't into stuff, but I use their products all the time. Like since they've done the promo, they're a brand that that's my shampoo and conditioner and like cologne that I use, and everybody says it's like, wow, you smell really good. Like I remember my ex when we were together, she'd always be like, you smell really good. And I was like, thank you.
Not good enough, Sam.
Not good enough. Didn't smell good enough. Should have doubled down on the Hawthorne. Dude, but there's something else that I wanted to say. Oh, I bought cologne for my guy last week as well, actually.
Wait, you did what?
I bought cologne for my guy last week as well.
Who's my guy?
Like at the car wash? You don't
You're the police? They're coming after you. Wait, you okay. Oh, you bought cologne from a guy?
Yeah.
I thought you said I bought cologne for my guy. So I was like, did you buy me cologne?
No. I wish I could get you cologne, but no. I was just, vacuuming my car out at Waterway Car Wash.
Hasn't he done this to you before?
No, this is the first time we've met. And then, I made the mistake because, of course, I'm driving a Tesla. And then he's like, how do you like that thing? And then I'm like, oh, God. Well, I love it.
You got money for the Tesla. You got money from my cologne, boy.
Yeah. And then he was like, what do you do? And like, I'm going to start just saying I'm a trust fund baby. Like that'll be way easier. They'll get all the judgment out of the way and be like, oh, this guy's an asshole. Let's move on. Well, so I'm just going to start telling people I'm a trust fund baby.
When people ask you like, hey, what do you do? And you say, I make videos, they automatically think porn.
Yeah. Or maybe I should just say I'm an OnlyFans model. Like maybe I should just go fully that direction.
That's technically not a lie.
That is technically not a lie. OnlyFans.com/iupdates because one of you assholes took iUpdate on OnlyFans.
Wow.
I'm actually upset about that. One of them did that.
iUpdates is like a funnier play on words though for OnlyFans.
Or I was going to do iUpdate XXX, but then I'm like, if a family member sees that, they'll think it's real. And yeah, we're still thriving over on OnlyFans. So love you guys. Killing it. Yeah, I bought cologne from this guy and he said it was made with no animal products.
Oh, and you started to say animals. I was like, holy fuck.
It was made with real animals.
You smell
exclusively.
You smell like a taxidermied cat? What?
Yeah, it was made with baby kittens exclusively. But
dude,
yeah, it was
if he needs any for his cologne, I got birds.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
do you want me to pick you up some cologne next time I'm around?
Yeah.
I made the mistake of giving him my business card.
Wait, you gave him a business card?
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
Does it have your phone number on it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sam, no.
Yeah, everybody was like, that's risky. And I was like, yeah, but the cologne is pretty good. I mean, he did a good job. It's just, maybe I like cash apped him. It was a real weird interaction.
It sounds
but,
like
I
it.
live alone. People don't know what to expect when they come up to me. Like most homeless people, they think that I'm going to be like uncomfortable. I'm like, no, I haven't talked to anyone all day. Like, what's going on?
What's up?
Like, I will listen to
everything.
their full explanation of whatever they're going through.
Especially
like,
in
most
a
people in
news
cars. I saw this lady, a homeless person, came up to her the other day, and she was like, like just like an asshole. When they come up to me, I'm like, I rolled down my window. I'm like, hey man, what's up?
And then
no,
you
I
give
can't.
them money.
I just gave money to the guy down there. I'm sorry, so I don't have any more cash on me. But yeah,
dude, I'm waiting for them to accept like have card readers on them. It's going to be that time. No one's carrying around cash. Like, hey man,
dude,
spare
you're
right,
debit
card.
Because I'll be honest, if a man whipped out a square, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'll Apple pay you $30 right now.
That's what I'm saying,
dude.
Listen,
I've got the card right here.
We are going to start a revolution.
If there's any homeless people watching, first of all, best of luck, off the streets. One of my pal's girlfriends actually works like placing homeless people in like housing, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing
That's
God's
cool.
work. And yeah, if you guys need housing, like there is help out there. And I wonder what % of our viewers are homeless. Probably like 0 because we talk about expensive Apple products. But I feel like it's really hard to be homeless. So I wish them the best. And
I hope that no. I hope if you're homeless, of all things to listen to, you're not listening to this because it'll make it worse.
Genius Bar, making homelessness worse by the day.
You're welcome, everybody else. Man,
our sponsor. Did we get canceled? No, I love homeless people.
Do you think
really
we'll look back at this period of Genius Bar and be like, those were the rough days?
I think we're gonna look back and be like, these were the golden days.
The episodes of Genius Bar where there's no news.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's just fun. I feel more relaxed. Sometimes when we talk about the news, if I don't have like a good take, I feel pressured to say something, and then
your
just
takes
don't really
are never
care.
good.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what? No, I was looking at my son, and I was like,
your son, like the actual sunshine outside? No,
John,
you don't have a son.
I have a baby. Did you know I had a baby?
I didn't. Is it a little Samothy?
Yeah, it's right here.
Hang on.
This is my baby.
I has your baby too.
What? Did you cheat? Hey, hon, we gotta talk. That's not cool, dude. You've been sleeping with John? No,
Get out
of my house.
These are from Elgato.
They just left.
These are from Elgato,
yeah,
but yours,
so
her name, she was cheating, so she's Elgot Ho. Okay, we should go. We should end the show.
We should
so bad.
Elgot go. We should Elgot go, John.
we got to Elgot go. Not a sponsor,
man.
unless they want to be.
They always, please sponsor me. I actually am about to buy something else from them, so I need to just reach out. John, I am mad.
I gave you the fucking email.
Okay, do you have any contacts at NZXT?
I do not. No.
Okay, do you have any contacts at Razer?
I do not.
Yeah, because I reached out to them for a free PC. So I tweeted NZXT.
They're going to give the Apple
DMs.
YouTuber for PC? Okay.
Yeah, I said I'll talk about it on my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And NZXT goes, oh, sorry, we don't really just give out free PCs unless you're an influencer or a YouTuber. And I'm like, it literally says that in my bio. Like, are you guys this lazy? So then they're like, you can reach out to this email. So I reached out like 5 days ago. No reply.
Well, I do it again.
So I guess you just bought a $2,700 PC.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And you know what? Actually, this is actually kind of a cool story. I'll share real quick. This is per one of the viewers. One of the viewers was like, hey, I saw you talking about this Razer. Mm-hmm. There's actually this NZXT pre-built H1 Mini that's really good. And the viewer DM'd me and recommended me it, and I bought it based off of their, like, that's how I found out about it. So like through this podcast, a viewer helped. So like, it's kind of a meme that like I don't look at comments or anything, but like I do see most of what you guys send. And yeah, like one of you guys are the reason that I got my PC. So if you're watching, thank you. And if you're not,
stick the phone back on the wall.
Mine, I just have an extra one that sits on my floor.
Why?
But yeah, man, it's great. Because I don't have anywhere to put it right now. I need to get another box, but I want to. Okay, you did it, man. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna have a PC for gaming and everything.
On the wall now.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Okay.
Should we try to get a guest next week, John?
Are we? Is this? Oh, well, I'm really low. Is this where we're at? We're like, oh God, please, somebody come and save us.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit up my boy that I said we should have on.
You said a couple boys. Is it? Does it rhyme with Smandrew Tedwards?
Schmandrew Schmedwards. I love Andrew. He's great. Yeah, we should have him on.
Or
I'll reach out to him.
Lucas Mianis.
Lucas Mianis. We need to have him on too.
He said he'd be on this week. Where are you, Luke?
Where are you,
liar.
Luke? We may have not already told you the time or place, but you should be on.
He should have followed up.
Yeah.
His fault, not ours. We're going through mental health shit, man. He should have followed up.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah.
We got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
Thanks to HelloFresh.
Right.
Okay. Let's
and thanks to Hover, we got bigger fish to make.
I bet HelloFresh.com, they got their domain from hover.com/genius.
Genius 14 for HelloFresh, but Genius for Hover. Okay.
I'm so
love
sorry,
you guys.
Everybody everywhere.
We are going to go. We appreciate listening to this weekly podcast. I think the pod is bigger than ever, and it's only going to get bigger as maybe there's some things to talk about. But yeah, good story time. I need to get going on my clips again to annoy the viewers with the clips on the main
what
YouTube
happened to
channel.
the clips? You were all like, we need to start a video channel. And I know you're not making videos on your main channel. I know we're not busy.
Well, I didn't want to bring up this beef on the podcast. I was going to save it for the DMs, but I will. I asked you 2 to 3 times last week to upload the full episodes, and you never did.
Oh,
to the drive.
so it's my fault. Okay, I take it back.
And then you had a really bad night last night, so I was like, I don't want to do it to him now.
You should have.
By the way,
can't you just download it from YouTube?
John, that's not the quality our viewers deserve.
Look, I have a cap. Look at my, ready?
Mm-hmm.
I have a cap. I do this, and it's gone.
Wait, what?
Ta-da!
Wait,
Thanks for
do that
staying
again. Do it again. Do it again.
Till the end.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again, Dad.
Okay. It's nothing. Okay, ready? There's a cap.
Okay.
And then it's gone. And then I pull it. I go behind your ear, and here it is. Okay, ready, Sam? And it's gone.
Well, okay, your hand was off camera there, so I know what happened.
No, you don't. Look. Okay, show.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Put your. Wait. You dropped. Wait.
Yeah, this is what's happening. Ready? It's just dropping in my hand. Like as I go to grab it. Oh, try to do this. As I go to grab it, it's going like this. All right. Ready?
Okay. I'm watching.
Oh. But it's right there.
Wait, what? No,
Yeah.
that literally transported.
Look.
What?
Look what's
How
happening.
do you get it over in the other hand so fast?
Are you watching? That's all that's happening.
What?
I'm just letting go. I'm never grabbing it with this hand. See?
What?
It's gone.
Dude.
But from the front,
that's
it looks like
crazy.
this.
I love
There you go.
magic. I went through a
fuck.
big David Blaine phase last year.
And then the camera angle doesn't work, but you get it.
That was really cool, dude. That's
welcome. Thank
that's
you.
a good
Thank
ending.
you very much. Thank
That'll
you
be
very
our
much.
clip that we tweet.
Will it? Will that be the one?
Look at the sun is getting worse. I'm just
shit, it's
fading.
coming. We got to end the show before you're engulfed by the blaze
Yeah, I'm gonna
of the
be
sun.
engulfed. I'm gonna be engulfed. It's like quality look. I kind of look like really cool right now, though. Like
It
it
does
looks
look
like I'm
cool.
glowing, right?
It looks like you put a light back there on purpose.
That does look really good. I need to work on my video quality, John. I'm not happy with my video quality. I'm not happy with my audio quality.
I'm not happy with my
videos
life
aren't
quality.
performing well. Yeah, I'm not happy with my life. Actually, my life quality has been really good. You know what? Maybe that's just how it works. YouTube's going to be the best it is when I'm in the worst points of my life, and I'm going to be the best.
So maybe you should just do something to get yourself real depressed. Maybe
Don't have to try that hard.
maybe go get in a relationship and be like, hey, break up with me right now to my face.
Break up. Dude, could you imagine how tense it was? It's like our third date being together, and I'm like, break up with me right now. You do it. I want you to break up with me.
right
I
now
want
and
you to
say
break
it's
up
mutual.
with me. Oh, man. TBT. What a good time. All right. We love you guys.
Look
We're off
forward
the
to
rails.
this. It's almost September again. And you can be sad again soon.
No, I won't be sad. I think.
Do you have, is it seasonal at all for you?
No, because I don't really struggle with depression as much as anxiety.
When the seasons start to change, dude, my fucking life.
Really?
It's like,
that's the thing.
is it colder outside than yesterday? Okay, I won't get out of bed today.
Yeah. No, that's the thing that really affects people. Like seasonal is super. A lot of there's a couple women that I went to college. Women sound so like I just think of like 80, but you're not supposed to say girls anymore because like girls would mean sub 18.
No, I would say girls. Women,
because like I would say guys and girls and men and women. So like,
the only people that demand
guys.
me call them women is old ladies at church or a Karen.
I also sound like I'm a boomer right now, but no, like, because that's the thing. It's like you don't want to. There's something about like I'm not super well educated, but something with like women are over sexualized. So like you should call them women if they're above 18 and girls if they're lower than 18. I guess the equivalent would be boys and girls. You don't really call like I wouldn't call you a boy. I went to school with a boy.
Yeah, that sounds kind of weird.
I guess I would say guy and gal.
No, you would say
woman.
I went to school with a dude.
Yeah.
So what is the dude equivalent of a girl? A dude, a broad? No, that sounds offensive.
That doesn't sound like what again in our last 10 minutes. No, like what I'm trying to say is there were these two people from California. It doesn't even matter their gender or what they identify as.
Chick, dude.
Two chicks.
Dude and chick. Boom.
Dude, these two chicks, bro, from Cali. These two Cali chicks.
Yeah, these fucking chicks, bro. What about the chicks, bro?
They got seasonal depression whenever they moved to. I went to Bradley University in Illinois, Peoria, Illinois, for school. So they went from like sunny California to like the depressing winter of central Illinois, and yeah, it affected them. Oh no, he's hiding. I'm behind the big peepee.
I'm hiding. I figured if I can't see you, you can't see me. Okay.
I can't see you, bro. I mean, gal. I mean,
dude. I'm a chick. Okay.
Chick.
Dude, chick. All right, we gotta go.
Sound off in the comments down below. Maybe I'm wrong.
This is gonna be the last episode people ever watch. I know it.
We say that every episode, John. At this point, with no news, it's every episode.
I feel like, I mean, they're just hanging out with us at this point. We're just in their house making noises. We're
I'm
not
trying
actually
to be
giving
respectful. Listen, we respect women here on Genius Bar. We respect anyone on Genius Bar because we love everyone on Genius Bar. And, it's only good vibes here. We thank you guys for listening. I want you to be the best person you can be today. This is from my heart. If you're struggling, you can push through. Go take that next step. Whatever you fear, run for it. Run headfirst into that fear, and I guarantee that fear is not going to be as strong the next time.
Say, you know what, fear? I'll fuck you up. Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you run right towards it. That's what I've been doing for all the things that I fear. I've been saying, you know what, maybe, but I'm still Sam Cole, and damn, people like me.
God damn it. All right,
that's what you gotta do, John. And
people like Sam Cole, and people like you. So have a good week.
And people love
or something.
John Prosser. People love John Prosser.
It's okay.
They do. I can say it. I can't speak for the people, but I can speak for myself. I love John Prosser.
Anyone that's not named Mark Gurman or
EV Leaks or On Leaks.
Yeah. Okay. All right, people.
All right,
we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully there's some news. Pray for news. Pray to the ghost of Steve Jobs. Yes. There's news next week.
Go to Cupertino and dig up his grave. No, don't do that because that's a crime.
Cupertino. I think it should be
didn't just commission a crime. Cooper news out.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Cut the show.
We're leaving. It's over. I'm gonna hit the finish button. It's just all the way over there.
What? What's over there?
Did you record your audio, by the way? Are we recording audio? That would suck.
That's what I was supposed to do?
Fuck!